So today, I would like you to start the first lesson in creative problem solving in mathematics. The first stage is problem definition. Okay, so you have to understand what's the meaning of problem definition. Okay, look at the form. You need to fill out the form. Okay. Problem definition. The first one is find out whether there is enough information to solve the problem. Find all the delta and condition. Find out whether the condition is sufficient to determine the unknown. So this is in divergent thinking. The meaning for divergent thinking is like try to find out the information from many different ways, and then diverge, think in many ways to come up with many delta, find out many delta as much as possible, as much information as possible. And confident thinking in problem definition is identify all the relevant information, mean find out all the important information, try to focus. So it's opposite. For the first stage in problem definition, for divergent thinking is find out as many. After that you focus to find out the most important information to solve the problem. And then define all the unknown and with suitable notation. So define all the unknown with the like the notation mean like x, y, z. Okay, dimension with the alphabet. And then next one, relate all the unknown with equation or formula to solve the problem. So can you look at the last previous week problem? So what do you find out whether there is enough information to solve the problem? You discuss first, discuss together with the first problem and the last problem. Before you solve the problem, how do you look for the information? Okay.
How do we look for the information?
How to get that information? Justify how do you do it?
Yeah, sure.
Can fill in.
First, justify all the problem what the problem needs us to solve and then we proceed to the next step. We go to the internet. We get all the data from the internet or the books. Okay, then we can focus down on the data to get the data we really need for the problem.
Okay, so can you fill out the form so next time easy for you to refer? One student fill the form.
Okay.
For justification, like what you said. Okay. List out the main point. Like just now you said, find whether enough information. How do you look for information? You give justification.
Find out also whether is enough information to solve the problem.
Do you find enough? Not enough, right? You need enough.
No,
you do know the
enough.
dimension of the car,
Yeah.
parking lot.
We don't know the dimension of the car. We don't know the size of the roads.
Okay. So anything else? You just write as few main point. One or two enough. One, at least one. Probably the any other thing else?
We don't know. We don't know the landscape of the land, whether it's on the hill or at the flat ground.
Okay.
So we don't know the landscape of the land, the height of the land, and then the surrounding of the land, the environment.
Okay. So anything else? Any other student can give suggestions?
I think that's all.
Don't know what's the function of this thing.
Oh yeah, what's the function?
What's the function of the?
Is it the like border?
Is it the pavement or drain or other thing else?
Okay.
Any other thing?
I think no.
Okay. And then find out all the delta information. You just keep justification.
Parking area or whatever.
How you use divergent thinking. to find information. Avenging thinking means think many different ways. How you get the information, the delta, find out the delta information.
Find out all the data and condition is based on the problem here, or we can find out the
About the book,
out the question.
question also can.
So we can find out the
Probably like just now in the previous question, I said you have to find the acid. Probably acid in the entry at the center,
okay.
at the together. That is also one of the information, the delta. Why they want to be together or not together?
Okay,
Right? Correct.
The condition.
Condition.
Put the dimension and also maximize the number of arguments.
Measurement.
Yeah.
Measurement.
Then we can
And
Can
do
refer.
based on the notes.
The maximum number.
maximum number.
And consider the whether easy to get into and come up. Also. And
Just three. Last time we just did 3, not 4.
Yeah.
okay.
297. Maximum can fit
297.
297.
One way, right? This one.
One way.
One way.
We did one way.
Different exit.
Different exit.
Mhm.
In and out.
Any other thing want to consider?
Side parking.
Side parking.
And we are not side parking, right?
We are not stuck.
Yeah, more complicated. You mean more complicated?
Vertical parking.
Vertical only.
Whether we go for vertical, horizontal, or diagonal parking.
Angle parking.
Yeah, angle parking.
Park at probably 45, 30 degree. Any other thing else?
All the
The size of the space for the car to pass by and turn.
correct.
Anything else?
And other than that, we also consider the
Data from internet.
Like Delta, I saw you how get the lot in Malaysia, the car in Malaysia. The measurement,
Parking lot.
parking lot, the measurement, the side of the car, measurement side of the car.
okay.
Is enough.
That's it, huh?
The third one, whether the condition is sufficient.
To determine the unknown.
Unknown.
Yes.
Yes, I think based on this.
Okay.
Have it. Yeah.
So just fill in the
Yes.
yes, and then you give some justification.
It comes up.
House, parking area and parking lot is confirmed.
Size.
Parking lot size.
The parking lot size is confirmed, and then the size of the road is confirmed.
Confirm.
From the data we collected.
So this one very important for this problem definition. Because some question is you cannot find out the information, then you have to use create your creative thinking to search as much information as possible. Okay, probably your imagination said this is the side of Malaysia car, the measurement side. If you cannot find from internet. Okay, any question else? Any other suggestion? No?
No.
So then we go to, is it too fast? Too fast for you? Okay.
No.
It's okay.
And for the convergent thinking, is try to converse, okay, focus So identify all the relevant information. How you identify? Just opposite from the divergent thinking. You find many information and then why you select that one?
So we just pick out the data we found from the divergent thinking, and then we focus, we narrow down our thinking to the relevant, such as the card lot size, the road size, and then how the angle of the car, how they turn, to get into the parking space. So these are all the information we need in design the parking lots. Okay, so maybe we can narrow down all the information together, and then the unrelevant we just
filter out.
Okay. So the unrelevant, such as consider the landscape of the land, I think is unrelevant, so we can filter out. And the weather conditions, we also can filter out. Okay, because we park the car, unless some disaster come, like earthquake or something else happen, if we have to consider that, there's a lot of process have to go on. We have to consider a lot of things. So maybe we can filter out that first. We start from the basic. Okay.
So can you repeat the
Two more important.
two things that we figured out just now?
Okay, you go back to look for the video.
Yeah, I think the first one is that you only consider the main point, like
the main point.
You said the parking, the side, and the turning. How the car can? Is it the car can turn? Can turn enough space for the car to turn?
And yet we didn't consider the emergency exit.
Other thing.
Emergency exit we didn't consider in our design.
So the most important information for this problem. You look at the parking lot only, not the terrain. I mean is it very not very flat terrain? Some of the parkings like on the here, so you have to consider other things.
And we also didn't consider how the driver park their car, because if we reverse parking, it's better for emergency. If in case of an emergency, the driver can straight go into the car and then drive straight forward. If we go into the parking lot first, which we have to reverse and then go.
But we didn't consider this one.
Yeah, we didn't consider that.
Just any other thing else? Anything else?
That's all.
Okay.
Are you awake?
Didn't consider the beauty.
Beauty.
Design.
The design.
Design.
The design of the lot.
Maybe you want to be the curvature or what? Not in the triangle.
Beautiful one, yeah.
The second one, define all the unknown with suitable notation. How do you define all the unknown with the notation?
What is notation?
Notation like symbol,
Symbol.
like X, Y, Z, or other thing. How you do it in your design?
We come up with a formula.
Formula. What kind of formula? This is the last one. The second one, no. Suitable notation. How do you
Have we come up with
notation?
No, right?
God probably is it log 1, log 2.
Normally find area, right?
But you design like first one is 1, L1, L2 or LT. Something like that. This called notation.
Okay.
Log 1, log 2, log 3. So identify, right? This conversion.
Okay.
You have too many log, you have to define log 1, log 2.
Okay.
And some are log, the different parking number log. Not enough, I think. Probably the center one not enough compared to the corner. The corner one got more, can park more car. If you got the center one, you consider the exit. Okay? The exit also you can consider. Okay, any other question? Other notation?
Entrance and exit.
E,
one of the notation.
entrance, exit. E, probably you say EX for exit, EN for entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
Entrance and exit,
And then the arrows,
the arrow,
how the car come in, go up.
Oh,
the direction.
Direction, one the notation. When you design the thing, you have to show the direction. Anything else?
Then all the log size is in rectangular shape.
Rectangular.
All the log size is in rectangular shape.
So L1 for log 1, L2 for log 2. Okay, any other thing else? No. Okay, how about the third question, third part? Relate all the unknown with equation or formula. I think you will come up with an equation or formula to solve the problem.
Let's check.
Just now you said
I was
the
thinking
equation.
we use the area formula.
Area formula and anything else? How do you know how to calculate? Easy to calculate.
Easy to calculate.
When you want to calculate like one log, how many of them? Easy. No need to do one by one. Use a formula. Multiply, or probably use a simple formula. You just key in.
Yeah, we just key in.
And then come up. The corner log, or how many corner?
Shall we do that?
Probably can design equation. Simple equation. And then
estimate number of parts in one row.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is our formula. Yay! This is for one line.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I agree.
So you can write down. Okay, any other question? Anyone want to add?
Okay.
Cool.
So go to the next. You come to next page. Problem definition form. This is the form. So this is try to like confirm what you have learned. Okay, what do you get from the problem definition? What I know about the problem mean what kind of thing you know. Okay, and then what I want to know about the problem. So what I really want to know from the question, and what I learned from the problem mean after you solve the problem and what you learn. What kind of thing you learn. Okay? And justification to understand the problem mean give reason, two reason how you understand the problem. Okay, any other question? Do you understand?
So problem of sufficient information, and problem of what is that? Problem of can we maximize the numbers or not?
Okay.
And the third one I think is that the realization behind the question, like why this design is needed nowadays.
Yeah.
Three questions.
Okay. So you just feel.
Can you recall? Or you want full memory?
I just remember the last one.
Is there sufficient information? Second problem statement.
Anything you want to add? Jim?
No.
this data is relevant to the
data is the design.
the
The design thinking is needed in
the real world,
in the
practical world. You have to consider is it convenient for the driver to find the lot? Like what you say, one student suggested that you can put a signboard, see how many cars can go in, how many occupied, how many cars will occupied, or still left how many space lot for the driver.
Correct.
is it convenient for driver.
Like nowadays they can design like the green block, the green light. So if the car occupied, it become red color. Very easy to find.
And nowadays they also come up with the design at the free land, not in the supermarket. I mean in the free in the public space they use balloon.
Balloon.
Use balloon.
Balloon.
Have you seen before?
No. Where?
They like this is the left side, then they put a balloon here, and then when you go into parking, then the balloon come down. They use a string and a balloon, I think. And then after they leave, the balloon raise up again. Then every driver will see the parking lot or whatever like that.
Okay.
Okay, let's answer.
What I want to know about the problem?
Information.
That's the problem.
Average size of parking lot, right?
Then the road size.
And the car also, the car,
The car.
and the size of the car, Malaysian car, Malaysia car.
Look for a problem.
I learn from the problem.
What you learn from the problem?
All these are very needed. It's crucial data.
What the last one, what do you learn from the problem? Like in real world and the classroom problems totally different, right?
Okay.
Uh,
So
we consider you have to think out the box.
we have to think out of the box. We have to consider a lot of parameters.
Parameter.
Yeah. And I think what I learned from the problem is the practical problem is totally different from theoretical problem from the classroom.
Beyond the real world problem, you have to find out many factors, other external factors.
And the third one I learned from the problem is the world is full of problems.
So, like in your mathematical, mathematical problem in the textbook, just solve X, Y, Z. But in the real world, you do think to find out other things. Like this question, I didn't give you the dimension, the lot, the parking lot, the dimension, the size of the car, and how you design the exit and how the car can go in and out. So it's up on you cannot find from the question. You have to set your own
We will have more space of
thinking,
creativity.
creativity. You have to use more your own creative thinking, and then you have to use your own mathematical problem solving skill. Right? Anything else?
First one done.
Who's on?
Just first one.
Second, can we maximize the number of parking lots? What I want to know from
Mm-hmm.
Any possibility, any possibility of alternative design?
Okay.
Best, not best, most suitable.
Other design, alternative design,
Alternative design.
alternative. I mean other alternative,
Alternative.
alternative. Like you come up with, I think, one student come up with one design. So 4 students can come up with 4 design, and then you compare. So in the future also you have to come up one student with one different thing and then discuss. Okay, which one's best?
We make the design variety,
Mm.
then we how to say? We check on each one.
Which is the best design?
Which-
Compare, and
Each
Compare.
and this will be a next stage. The first stage only ask you to define the problem. Okay.
Next stage we need to come up with our
Ideas and then compare. So this is what I want to know a problem. Okay.
Okay.
Like the last one, the design thinking is needed for practical data. Is it convenient for driver user?
What I know about the
I remember last time I was worried about how can, like the available space, is it enough for the turning?
Because sometimes you run, you have to find a corner. Especially when the car want to turn. Easy for the car to turn.
And it is convenient for the driver to go in one way because if all the parking slot is full and then he has to go all the way from the entrance to the exit, which is take a lot of time, a lot of fuel to go all the parking lots. So cost a lot for the driver. I think
The things that I learned is in real world we must integrate some technology. Like at the entry we already shown how many available space.
yeah, correct. Okay.
Anything else? Justification for understanding the problem. Justify what? Why we understand?
For
Justify why we understand the problem.
Understanding.
Do you still understand the problem?
this problem,
Justify. Give justification. Why do you understand?
Why we understand?
Why you understand or not?
Or you understand or not?
why we understand?
Why can you understand from this problem?
Understand what?
Understand like what you want you to do, what you want to solve, and then give reason.
We need to maximize the number of parking lots in a given length of them. Like
Maximum. So just one or two reasons.
Okay.
So, just simple reason. Beyond every next question must you have to understand the problem. What you want to find, what you want to solve.